Well, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to our Thursday night IPA call. We usually don't, I don't think we've ever done a Thursday night IPA call, actually. And we are in a season of priming the pump. Put that word priming in the comments below. And it's so important that as we go into a new year, we all got big goals, big vision, and we all want Chairperson 5,000 and all these cool things. But the reality is there's a process to success. And I just am so grateful that PartnerCo they know how it's done. And next week, we are entering into the official Invite to Ignite worldwide uh, recruiting spree, which is super, super cool. I've been seeing, you're going to see if you haven't seen yet, flyers and all the markets coming out. I've already seen Australia, they have theirs. I've seen Canada, I've seen United States. It's just, we're going to have so many cool things. So you can go to many of the calls or the repos. It's going to be a bunch of buzz. But more than seeing a presentation, what we want to make sure we can help you to do is to equip you so that you can take advantage of them so you can find your next dream teammates. How do you actually do that? Right. And what we've been going over is we've been understanding how to actually get someone started. And repetition is the mother of skill, right? And it's just something we haven't talked about for a while. But just to give a little bit of teaching, and then I want to do some role playing. I want to bring up some testimonies and give time for you to actually get things done. Which, by the way, who here has been on any of our IPA calls this week already? Like, give me a wave or put a one in the comments below. We've been dialing in a skill we call invitation, right? An invitation is just the art of talking to somebody to have them say yes to looking at some more information. If you already have a invitation down, like a format of it down where you feel pretty good, you're like, I could utilize this, or maybe you've already been inviting people, put it me in the comments below. And I've been seeing it in the chats all day, So she's been inviting like crazy. Allison, by the way, shout out first that I'm aware of, maybe even in the whole company, honestly, that is completely done. We have an enrollment challenge going on right now where you can win a free Dermaglow, a new product, at Everglow. You can win 15,000 lifestyle credits. Allison has done not just 8 personal enrollments, 200 PV each minimum, but she's done 9 and it's continuing to move forward. She put me on another call today. She's just on fire. It's like, those are so cool, right? So a lot of you have been inviting. Okay. So our goal is, and if you haven't yet put down an invite where you're like, or you don't know what that means, put a 2 in the comments. If you're like, I'm still working on it, or I'm not even familiar with what that is, that's going to be your homework today. Let's dial this in, sharpen that skill down, so you have something down that you can utilize at everything. Okay. But I've been talking about is the importance of really getting this in. Sure, we got a good one done the other day, but it's good. But let's work on it. Let's finish it today. Right, let's absolutely finish it today. But when you get it down, then you start to use it, you'd be so surprised on how powerful that it is. The biggest mistake that we make in our business is we don't separate the invitation and the presentation. So I'd love to actually talk to Eric real quick. And I so honor Eric. I honor anybody that's willing to ask for advice. It's like it takes a lot of humility. It takes a lot of intelligence. It takes a lot of courage to ask for advice, right? And it's one of the biggest secrets to succeeding in life because, especially this business, there's no secrets. But it takes us as our own individual entrepreneur to realize and to recognize, okay, I don't like my results. I need to figure it out. Let me go consult somebody that I feel can help and go asking a question, right? We have not because we asked that. So Eric the other day asked for some advice. And basically we're debugging his business. And correct me if I'm wrong, Eric, this is the assessment I came up with, which was, okay, we need to learn how to invite. And we crafted an invite and then you started to invite. Was that, maybe elaborate on that. Is that kind of the gist of it or any other words on that?
Yes. The invite that I had was just not working for me. I needed some tweaking. I wasn't getting the response. And the bottom line was I was promoting the products. I was promoting the everything, but wasn't getting the answer or wasn't getting the question sent out to them. Would you be open to seeing a video? And it
Mm.
was something that simple that just it is the first day. There were 50, 50 people that I had contacted, and out of those I got 5 yeses. Today I've been buckling down today. I sent out over 175 texts, and I think I'm up to 17 yeses now. So it's just a matter of going through the numbers, getting it in front of people, and so we're going to see what happens. But the numbers
Wow.
are panning out.
That's huge. By the way, can you guys hear me okay? I think I might be frozen, right?
Yeah,
Okay. I'm frozen, but you can hear me. All right.
correct. Yeah.
I'm gonna hop over to my phone and see if that works. I'm in a Starbucks, which has really bad internet, but let me try this real quick. Okay. Give me a second.
Eric, did you put that in this text, in this, what you said in here, or is it somewhere else?
I haven't put it anywhere, but I will.
Okay. Oh, I appreciate it. I'm
Thank
getting ready to leave at 6 o'clock in the morning to Sacramento, so I'm going to try and catch everything that I can. But thank you. I'm
Okay, sure.
traveling now.
Safe travels.
Yes.
Thank
There we
you.
go. I'm back. Is it okay now? Test, test. Can you hear me all right?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Sounds good. Let me know if I lag out or anything. So, okay, perfect. Well, Eric, congratulations. And what you see there is 17 people said yes. Like, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Like, oh my gosh. Um, we know at least one of 10 are going to get started. And then now it's the follow-up game and everything. So and what I also heard, guys, if you saw, remind us how many people did you actually send that message out to?
About 175.
175. He didn't say I talked to 10. He said I sent it to 175. So there's going to be a ratio of how many people you reach out to, how many actually see it, how many respond. Now, I'm also curious, Eric, just for numbers, how many responded as a whole? I know you got 17 yeses, but how many responded?
Like maybe 25.
25. Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
So you're saying like,
Very few. So I was shocked at the ratio of that.
yeah, no, that's normal. Very, very normal, right? So you had 25 that responded, 17 said yes. That's like what,
That's awesome.
75%, right?
What I consider a response is actual words, not a
Yes.
thumbs up or a.
I agree. I agree. Okay. So this is important to know for all of us because what Eric has is now he has a number, right? Yeah, now they're on the pipeline, like Becky said. Now they've seen it. You follow up. Another 25 are going to respond, Eric. If you just say, some people forget, right? Who here's ever had a message before? You saw it and you just forgot to respond, right? But regardless, that is out of 10 people you send an invite to, one are going to say yes to the invite at the very least. Yeah. So, Eric, I think we're all dying to know, what are you saying to these people to invite them? Can you walk us through an example?
I can. I've actually got one invite for the business and one invite for the products. So the one for the business that I was working on today, it said, "Hey, hope your new year is off to a great start. I really appreciate you engaging with my posts and stories because your support honestly means so much. I started out just looking for better health and ended up losing 70 pounds. And as people started asking me what I was doing, I realized there's also an opportunity to help others while building something for myself. If you want, I can send a short 5-minute video that explains the business. No pressure, just info to see if it might fit into your goals this year."
Wow. Wow. Guys, put a 10 in the comments. We're like, that's good. I love it. Very personable. I love how you're using your testimonial. And Eric, of course, will put into, if you don't mind putting into the chat groups and everything, which by the way, I made a post. We have a couple different messenger chat groups for communication. I like the messenger groups because it just allows for some more dialogue and some more support. Specifically, though, I made an announcement today. I do want one group. Currently, that one's labeled Surf the Tidal Wave to Maui. That one intended for those on calls like this IPA call. those that are launching with the system. You're following through with us. You're marching at the same beat of our drum. And we open up that chat room so that we can have more support, more dialogue, so we can continue the conversation, right? So if, is anyone here not in that messenger group? Put a me in the comments if you're not, because we want to be able to, if you're interested, we want to be able to add you in that. We're going to reformulate that. But it's in places like that that we can see. Lenore, awesome. Okay. So be sure to let whoever your main mentors are know. Awesome. Maybe if someone can screenshot those days, that'd be awesome. We can check that out later hours too. But that's a place where someone like Eric can share that one, you know. But you take that and then you can formulate that, and it's fantastic. But Eric, if you haven't already, do you mind putting that into the various messenger groups right now? That'd be super helpful.
Working on it now.
Awesome. Thank you. But congratulations, Eric.
Thank you.
Dude, I'm so excited. And now we're just moving to the pipelines.
Yeah.
So that's one of the most essential skills. So remember, we have attraction and action. When we launch our business, we all know we have an incredible system that's duplicating throughout the field. The system of growth is working. It's what companies don't have. It's what is brilliant, and it works. Okay. So we post twice a day. We're attracting people with the drops. We're responding with the script. We're utilizing the machine. We're doing that whole thing. We're putting $500 minimum in someone's pocket. We're getting them to ultimate and everything. But then after that, it's also important to learn how to have action. There's attraction and then there's action. Attraction and action. So that's what an invitation, it allows you now to have the power in your hands to have action. So this is what I want us to do. If you have an invitation down already right now, then I'd encourage you, use some of this time here, because I'm going to go through a couple more role-playing scenarios just to make sure we can continue to just drill this in so people can feel confident. But if you're like Eric, you're like, I got this down, then you don't need much else from us. You're just in the middle of the pipeline right now. So take this time, maybe the next 15 minutes, and just continue through that pipeline, right? So Eric, what I might do in your situation, let's say if you haven't invited anyone, go invite more people, right? Send that message out. Let's say you invited people yesterday or the day before and they didn't respond. Something you might do is you might follow up and be like, hey, not sure if you got my last message. I hope you've been well. Just kind of flag it, right? Don't make it weird. Don't be like, oh, Katie, you ghosted me. You suck. I'm blocking you. It's like, no, people are busy, you know? So you just flag them. You're going to see that you'll increase your response rate by another percentage as well too, you know? So those are things that you can do. And then you'll start navigating into them watching the presentation. We were talking with Teresa right before this started, and she got her first yes. That's awesome. And she said that her friends, or she prospected the wife, and then the wife, she's like, hey, you should watch this with hubby. So they're watching the presentation together tonight, you know, so congratulations there. So what I'd love to do is anyone that has invitations down, like, let's go for it. Like, take this time, go do your pipeline activity. I'd love to go through anyone else that is still constructing, or you'd like to run through your invitation together on this, you know, so we'll spend maybe 15 minutes together on that, get some questions down, dial it in. But does anyone want to volunteer and go through an example for you on a prospect situation? And then we can role play through it and make sure you can walk out with a really exciting invitation that you can use. Any volunteers? Feel free to either raise your hand or mute yourself. I'll just stare at you awkwardly. And I saw the people that said they don't have an invite down yet. So
Katie has her hand
either you
raised.
figured it out already. Katie. All right, Katie. Let's go.
Hand is very white up there.
Yeah.
So I need to do a lot of catching up. I've been working, but I decided to prospect a real estate agent on my chicken list. She's very successful. And we sort of started talking. I got in her stories basically, and she was talking about traffic and how terrible it was. So I thought, okay. And then she liked my Facebook Live today that I did about the business.
What'd you do?
So
What'd you say in your life? What'd you say in your life?
I said, wow. I said something like, I really, why I'm in this business.
Mm,
I love helping people because everybody needs it. And I decided
mm,
to stay in health and wellness. And
mm,
if you're somebody that would like to help other people too, and would like to get healthy and would like a side gig, and I also, I mean, it was better than what I'm saying right now, but um,
mm.
said something about it's a good tax write-off.
There we go.
And if you're looking for something and you want to improve your health and your wealth, then this is for you. Just reach out to me.
Mm,
Well, she loved my Facebook Live. So I went
nice.
ahead and messaged her and I
Oh,
said, "Hey, I really admire you. You seem so outgoing and positive, except for the traffic." Because she was
yeah.
saying that traffic in Murfreesboro sucked. So it was laughing emojis after that, just trying to make it light. And I
Mm,
said, "You probably get approached every day about business opportunities. And I want to be mindful of that." So I took a little
mm,
bit of the network marketing script that we had
mhm,
for network marketers. And then I said, "I'm involved with a company that has done over $1 million in sales and is rapidly expanding here and all over the world. If I sent you a 5-minute video to see what it's all about, would you take a look at it? But if
mm,
it's not the right time, no worries. I just wanted to ask." So
mm.
no pressure, basically. So that's what I did. Is that good? I don't know.
Fantastic. That is fantastic. So there's a couple different ways to get into an invitation, right? One is you attract, they ask questions, and then you just follow up, right? Second is you go right into it, just like what Eric was talking about with his. You have an invitation, you're like, boom, you go right into it. Another, all business is conversation. What I love about Katie is you interacted, you engaged, you had a conversation, and then you saw an open door to engage on your post, which, by the way, is a really good idea. I'd encourage everybody, your next post you make, share why you decided to do this business, right? People buy your why, not necessarily your results. People buy your pain. They're looking for a solution to that. So they can relate to your pain, like, um, I don't want to pay a lot of taxes, or taxes are so high these days, or I really wanted something that was purposeful, or um, whatever, right? So you share your why, and then you talk about what you're doing, which is good. And then as you had that conversation, and then you did an invitation. Okay. So yeah, I love that, Katie. Really, really good.
Thank you.
Way to go.
She hasn't
You're
seen
welcome.
the message yet, so we'll
She
see.
will. Absolutely. And here's
Thank you.
here's another thing. I was chatting with another leader today, and you're gonna find um, I wouldn't necessarily just invite everyone right away. Okay. Um, better to talk to someone than not. But here's my general rule of thumb. When do I invite someone? I invite somebody when I feel like I have some level of rapport with them. Right? Here's some guidelines. Um, Maybe I've had a conversation last 90 days. Right? It's like it's not random. Think about it this way. If you were to send whoever you're thinking about a message, would they be like, "Who's this?" Right? Or be like, "Why are you talking to me?" Or would they be like, "Oh, it's Magley, it's Kevin. Yeah, great to hear from you." Right? That means you have some level of rapport established. And usually a good rule of thumb is, have you had some type of exchange last 90 days? Have you been engaging with each other on social media? Maybe you saw each other at church or whatever, right? Like you have some type of conversational connection already. If not, then you actually might take one step back and then start a conversation again. And you warm up the contact, you warm up the conversation. And it's a, "Hey, happy new year, long time no see, how you been?" And you just start talking, you ask questions. And kind of like what Katie said, what'll happen is this. And here's another tip I'll give to you guys. I call it the drip method. And when you start a conversation, let's say Diane Odom, are you able to unmute real quick?
Hello.
What's up, Diane? Do you
Hi.
mind role playing with me?
Sure.
Okay. So let's say we haven't talked to each other for years. We used to work together in the hospital. And I'm just like, hitting you up and having a conversation, right? Be a real person. So, hey, Diane, how are you? Long time no see.
Wow. Hey, James, how are you? What's been up?
I'm doing great. Everything's been up. Launching the new year strong. I know it's kind of random. I had you on my mind. I've been seeing you on my social, but what do you got planned for this new year?
Oh, trying to make some extra money.
Really?
That's what I'm up to. I'm looking for something. I don't want to go back to the hospital.
Uh,
So I need to find something that I can make some money still helping people because I still love helping people. So that's what I'm
yeah,
looking for, to make some
good.
extra money to supplement my retirement.
Makes sense. Makes sense. Gotcha.
Mhm.
Now, if I'm to be honest, most people are going to be like a Diane right away. Probably down the line that will happen, but some will, which is great. For me, I won't right away be like, well, I'm glad I'm talking to you. What do you know? Like, I want to just hear a little bit more at this point. Be like, well, Diane, I get that. I've been in the same place, and I found something that I'm super pumped up about. But what have you looked into already?
Well, I looked into really other health projects, something I can
Mm,
do, maybe teaching, just something still in the health field, because that's
um,
really all I know right now, because
makes
I've
sense.
done
Makes
that
sense.
for so many years. Mhm.
Got it. Got it. Okay, cool. And at this point, if you want, then I might invite. Right. And I'd say, hey, well, I know I wasn't intending on just talking about this, but since you brought it up, I happen to partner with a wellness company. We help people transform their lives.
Hmm.
And there's ways to make money from home, make money online. Really
Really?
fun, great community and everything. Yeah. Um, I don't want to explain it all here, but I have a quick video, it's like 5 minutes. If I can link you to it, would you be down to take a look?
Yeah, I mean, it sounds interesting. Can I look at it later?
Yeah. When
Okay.
can you watch it by?
Probably tomorrow.
Cool.
Is
Yeah.
that okay?
Yeah. Let me know once you watch it and let's talk more.
Okay, sounds good. Same
You're
number?
welcome. Yep. Absolutely.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Yep. There we go. Sweet. You
Thanks,
guys see how
James.
that flow? You're having conversation. You might see an opportunity to go for that. I saw Teresa, you asked, what's the 5 minute video? It's our for business, it's our 6 figure blueprint. If you go to boards and you go under the SOG and then you go under enroll partners, it's a first script that says they ask for info and it'll link you to how to get to there. So you'll see in that scripting, what I like to do is I like to link them to my machine link. And basically the script says, hey, here's the link. You'll see our whole system that we give to our partners because I want them to see what we have. Remember, there's an email capture. It shows in the drops, but on the drops page, it says, link me, peek the 6 figure blueprint. I want them to go through that, put in their email so that we can follow up on the email, but also for them to see the whole flow, that they see what they're going to have as a partner here as well too. And what they're going to say is, wow, I've never seen something like this before because we give these done for you systems for our partners, and then it links to the 5 minute 6 figure blueprint on that one. But that's what I would do next. So nice and simple there. Okay, cool. So thanks, Diane, for being willing to role play. Let me check the chat. I think I saw Michelle. Let's see. Okay, cool. Michelle, are you able to mute it all? I'd love to role play through this one.
Yeah, I am. I just gotta
Hey, Michelle.
I just gotta move
Are you
around
with?
from Dee. She'll probably tackle me.
I get it. I get it. It's always right when you're on the phone or talking, they go for you, right?
Yep.
So
That's why I generally am on just my picture.
I get it. I get it. No worries. You are a super mom. Okay. So I'm going to read out your comments. Everyone can see. Since November 29th, you've been chatting with one of your old mentors from 15 years ago. Couldn't find them on Facebook, so you texted them. We've sent messages randomly since. They currently have a sales gig selling knives commercially. I just don't know how to transition to our company. Great. I love this. So when you say mentor, is this in network marketing or is just mentor as
Yep.
a whole? Like,
It was network marketing. It was with the company Organo Gold. He was my emerald, so he was really high up, and he was the
okay.
one that did my three-way calls with. Like we would be on the phone,
Whoa.
like yeah, a lot.
Okay.
Not
Okay.
very many times did I have people join at that time, but he was worked and worked and worked and worked and worked and worked and worked with me. So, but then other
Oh,
companies
yeah.
I've gone to, I've talked to him about, he's been interested about, didn't join, but it's
Mm,
like I don't want him to be like, hey, she only contacted me again because I have messages. I know he sells knives because he did a post saying, hey,
right.
about his dad who died, and said I was doing a sales call. So my
Ah,
message was like, hey, what are you selling these days? And it got into
perfect.
I'm selling knives. And so just
Awesome.
nervous. Like, how do I keep the
Yeah,
friend but not be salesy and
I get it. I get
present
it.
it, because I know he rocks with sales.
I get it.
So
I love it. Way to go for chicken list. So, what I'd encourage first, let's get a scripting down, an approach, and I'll tell you how to not feel weird. You know, who here, by the way, resonates with Michelle when she says, "I don't want to feel weird," right? Put me in the comments and be like, "Yeah, I don't want to feel weird." So, two things. Let me go through the scripting, and then I'll address how to get over this thing. Okay. Um, so what's great is we've gone over a couple of different variations of invitations for certain types of people. I'm just creating, and we have scripting in the boards already in under Enroll Partners. There's an invite script, but I'm also creating as we speak. If you go to the main Warrior Movement boards, go to the very bottom. There's one called Invite to Ignite, and we're going to continue to update this with flyers of the next week calls and all these cool things. But in that, currently, I have a couple invite scripts. And one that we have, and I think this might have been one that we worked together with, was it Jan or Paula? It was really good. And it says network marketing leader invite. So this is one specific to network marketers. Here's another tip for everybody. Okay. I learned this from Tim Sales. If you don't want to feel weird with somebody, you have to think with the person you're communicating with, what is their level of understanding? So, for example, this invite I'm about to share with you guys is a very network marketing leader specific one. It's going to have terminology in there that someone that's not in network marketing would not understand. And to be honest, it'd probably flag an objection. They will come up with things like, is this Amway? Is this one of those things? Is this a pyramid thing? People say that when we use words that aren't normal to them. You know, for example, and let me read this script out for us. So, and let me know what you think about this, Michelle. So it says this: hey, name, hope you're doing well. Want to reach out to you because there's someone I genuinely respect in business and network marketing. I know you get approached all the time, I'm sure. So I'm being mindful of that. I don't know exactly where you're at in the business now. I saw you were doing like, knives and stuff. But we've come across a company that's entering a significant growth phase. It's only been a couple of years. It's privately owned, debt-free, top-rated comp plan. Systems are duplicating in the field. Companies on track to grow from 400 million toward $1 billion. And what's said a lot is that the type of leaders that are coming here, they're feeling protected and valued. Like it's pretty cool. But you've been my mentor. I have the utmost respect for you. I just want to reach out and ask if you're at all open to exploring any options right now. And so I'd love to share. If not, no worries. Like I just have respect for you. Something like that.
Is the mentor part in there, or do I add that?
You can add that. I put in a
Okay.
couple words. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I thought about just taking a picture of how many people have enrolled as customers, just so he'll believe me, because
Later.
I sold a lot of like coffee out of my car, tons out of my car, but not many people like online.
Right.
So I think that he'd be
Yeah.
like, wow, really?
Yeah.
You know,
Hold
or
that,
send him.
hold that for you later. That would be what I
Okay.
would call a presentation. That would be
Okay.
part of the presentation. The first part is
Okay.
invitation, just seeing if he's open, which we already know he will. It's just, but even with that direction of the approach that we just shared, do you think that might align? Do you think that might resonate?
Maybe so. Maybe so.
What
She's
do you
taking notes now.
know?
Do what?
Absolutely. What do you think might come up if we say that?
I don't know. I just, maybe I need to get over myself by seeing him like way up there, you know?
Yeah,
Maybe it's
I
just
get
it's
it.
my own worth because he was like so doing so amazing, and I was just like, yeah,
Yeah.
maybe that's could be
It's
it.
a really good feedback. So here's a couple things that I think is very normal, right? So I'm glad you're transparent. Okay. This is how we normally feel with chickenless people, people of high influence caliber. We're like, oh my gosh, we know they crush it. First, the irony is usually these types of people are the most open-minded. The reason why they got successful is because they think positive, right? So
Right.
I was talking with Allison Britton today. She put me in a three-way chat with someone. Allison was a top leader in her previous company for 8 years, not looking for anything. She had someone pitch her the opportunity here. And you know what Allison said? At first, she's like, I don't think I should look. But she said these words today. And I'm like, it resonated. She said, well, I wouldn't be much of an entrepreneur if I didn't at least take a look. Right. So
Right.
she peaked. And because that's just how successful people are. They're like, I can't ding someone if I don't know what it is, especially when it comes from someone they love, they trust. Obviously, he knows you well, you have good rapport and everything. I know.
Right.
So yeah. So here's a couple statements that have helped me. Number one, it's only weird if you make it weird.
Okay.
It's only weird if you make it weird. Meaning, it's all in our own head. And usually the reason why we're feeling weird is we're actually thinking all about us and how it might reflect on us. The more important shift is to think about them and how this can benefit them. Question, do you think what PartnerCo has here, irregardless of you, could be a powerful opportunity for him to take a look at?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Do you think he would crush it if he saw the value here?
Absolutely.
Do you think he'd probably even do better than what he was doing back in Organa?
Probably so.
Yeah.
Yep.
Especially with your experience, right?
Yeah.
So when I think about that, I'm like, oh, I got to show him this because if anything, and it's not bad. And this is not a trick question. If he saw the value here, do you think he might even do better than you?
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah. I honestly think so. Yeah.
That's fantastic. I love that we have a great comp plan here with batching voters and everything. Here's a quick story. I remember there was a director level person in this company, right? Directors like 2,000 pay line volume in a week. It's like, they're making $1,000 or $2,000 a month. Nothing crazy, right? They have a good consistent business, but not like chairperson 5,000. Well, he was involved in another company where the top leader was like a chairperson, probably like chairperson level 5. Okay. They had won the Bentley. They also happened to be the state senator in Illinois. So they were influential in politics, in business, way more money than this person. So this person was bold, decided to invite this top leader. And the top leader said, well, how much money are you making? Is anyone ever afraid of that question? How much money are you making? They're like, what do I say? And what his response was this, he said, I can tell you, but would my results have any influence on how well you can do here? In fact, I think you could do better than I can do here. And this person was like, that's true. Saw the presentation, got started, blew it up. Right? So remember, it's not about us. We're just the messenger. We're the connector to the opportunity, the products, whatever it is that we're presenting. And what I do here's one last tip, Michelle, and for everyone. Before I invite anyone, you're a person of prayer, or just think about this. I just think, I'm here to serve them. I'm here to serve them. And I'm only thinking about how I can help them. And as long as the intent is there and it's right, your words will always land correctly. Don't worry about the stuff in between. Does that help at all, Michelle?
Yeah, that does. Thank you so much. But again, I do know our state representative, so I might even reach out to him
Ah,
now.
let's go. Hey, I think our politicians need help. They do.
Right.
So
Thank you so
absolutely.
much for taking time
Okay.
to let me on here and answer my question. I've been very chicken and nervous, so I appreciate you.
You're welcome. Well, Michelle, we have run 10 more minutes. My challenge to you is by the end of this call that you send a message out to this person. And I'm curious, would you prefer text, a voice memo? Probably not or do you would rather call? Like what's a method you think could feel natural and organic for you?
I'd get kind of chatty on the phone, so probably I could text him.
Okay, cool. Sounds good. So let's put together a text. And then if you want, run it past us again, and we can just okay it.
Okay.
And then we're gonna send them a message tonight. You down
Okay.
for that?
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay. Thanks.
Sounds good. You're welcome. I love it. I love it. All right. This is so fun. Mama Sandy, you had your hand up.
Hi, James. You know I'm not showing my face. Mama Sandy
No
has no
worries.
makeup.
All
No
good.
makeup.
You are beautiful inside and out, with or without makeup. Seriously. I know.
Oh, you
Yes.
know I'm chicken about this too, but I was listening to Michelle and when she was talking about organo gold, um,
Ah,
yeah, yeah, I've approached one of the top leaders who was right there with Holton Bugs. So
wow.
yeah, Sam Bean.
Guys, if you don't know
Uh,
Holton, by the way, he made $1 million. He's the first to make $1 million a month in network marketing. So,
yes.
anyways, yeah, keep on going.
Yes. So yeah, I see I had approached Sam because he also calls me mama.
Um,
But I know
Mitchell,
that he
listen.
had yeah, he had decided that he was not going to network anymore and I went with him with investment things, but he's
Mm,
moved with that. But I see him watching me.
mm,
So he's paying attention. He's keeping up, I guess, to see what I'm doing. But I only mention that because I was going to I've been talking to someone who is my chiropractor, and we're friends, Dan.
mm, mm,
And
mm-hmm,
Dan has done things, even organo gold. He tried the
mm,
organo gold. Dan is not basically sales, but naturally
mm-hmm,
homeopathic and
mm,
holistic. So
mm,
I've approached him. I've made an appointment because I hadn't gone in there for a minute. And I
mm-hmm,
approached him and I said, I wanted to present something
mm-hmm,
because the last conversation I had told him I was kind of done. And I think
mm,
you know
mm,
where we came
mm-hmm,
from with this
mm-hmm,
last
mm-hmm,
company. But
mm-hmm,
I've shared with him this company. And I
mm-hmm,
said, it's awesome. It's something that's really, I'm excited
mm-hmm,
um, and the culture and everything within this is so different from anything I've ever done.
mm-hmm,
And
mm-hmm,
I'm thinking, I know that you have tried before in terms of
mm-hmm,
diet. You know, he at one
mm-hmm,
point had those
mm-hmm.
HCG shots.
Yeah. So
And
so to pause you real quick, Mama said. So just to be clear, you have two different prospects we're talking about now. You're Sam
well, see,
Bean and then
I'm not
also
sure about Sam. I'm not,
okay,
I'm just
let's go
saying,
Sam first. Let's go Sam
okay,
first. We're gonna
okay,
talk to Sam. Because if you're not
okay,
gonna talk to Sam, Michelle's gonna talk to Sam after. So
okay, okay.
so with Sam, and here's another approach you could do too. Wait, mentors, right? Mentor approach. Any mentor in life. This isn't just network marketing, but just a mentor. Remember, all our goal is to have people see the presentation. We don't have to worry about them joining or not. That'll take care of itself, right? 10 people say yes, one will join. We don't know who's going to do it. We don't know who's not. So our goal is just to get them to see it. If you have a good mentor, this works for family members too, right? Anyone. You could just go to them, be like, hey, Sam, you're somebody that I just highly regard. I know you've been watching my business journey. I know you said you were in, you don't want to be in networking. I honor how you feel and stuff, but I just really highly regard your opinion and your feedback. I think there's something different here. This company is about to explode. And even just as a friend and someone that I respect, I wanted to share this with you. I'm curious to be open to at least just take a look at some information.
Okay. Okay. And I'm not sure.
Could do something like that.
Most definitely. I could do that with him.
Great.
And yeah, so I've
Great.
got both of them,
Perfect.
I've got both of them trying to work with them because,
Good. So
background, I know a lot of successful people in the
totally.
business, and they
Yep.
were pulling me, and I shied away.
Now for you to pull them. Yes. They are coming home to Mama Sandy. So
Okay.
that's what we need to do. Your challenge today is we're going to reach out to Mr. Sam
Okay.
and just be genuine, right? Just be authentic. And here's another thing I tell you guys too. If you feel weird about something or blah, 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 whatever feeling, I have a format, I have it in the boards. It says it's a 4-step framework to inviting. Number 1 is defuse the bomb. Defuse the bomb is to call out the weirdness. And you could be like, Sam, I'm going to be really honest with you. I'm really, really nervous to talk to you because you're someone I highly regard. Your view of me means the world to me. But I wanted to share with you something I thought could help you. You just call it out. Now, when you call it out, then you don't feel weird anymore. Does that make sense?
That sounds really good because the relationship that I have with him, because he's always been encouraging to me. So
Yeah.
the weirdness is for me
Yeah.
feeling like that underdog, trying to present
Yeah.
something to him. So
Totally.
I hear
Just
you.
call that out. Just call it out. Just say it. So if you're nervous, just say you're nervous. It's great. Just be honest. And
Yeah, I
people
can tell
care
him
more
that.
about honesty. Yeah, for sure. Okay, so Mama Sandy, this is how you recruit up. 100%. 100%. I'll look at it. If someone, and just think, guys, from the other perspective, who here's a mentor or mentors in your life? Put a 1 in the comment. You have someone that's you highly regard, right? Okay. Now let me flip this question. Who here has ever mentored someone? Put a 2 in the comments. In anything, right? You've helped them with something. You've taught them something. If your mentee came up to you and was like, Alita, Eric, Darlene, you're someone I massive respect. You mean the world to me. Your opinion means a lot. This may not be for you, but I'm starting this business and I just really love to see your thoughts on it. It could be for you or not. But do you mind just taking a look at what I'm doing? Right? If you were the mentor and a mentee that you had good regard for said that to you, would any of you reject that? Would you be like, no? No, you're like, oh, for sure, right? You want your mentee to do well. This goes the same with older family members, and stuff like that. So if you come in with humility and honor, and you're just honest, people will be willing to just take a look. And what's great? I know when they lift up the hood here, worst case, they're just going to say no. There's nothing we do that'll just going to like turn off someone. It's been a long time since I've met anyone that looks at PartnerCo and says, oh, this is a scam and this is weird, blah, blah, blah. The worst they're going to say is, it's just not for me, right? But the best case, they're going to be like, oh my gosh, I know this person, let's go, right? Okay, cool. Mama Sandy, let's do that. You're going to be a leader recruiting machine. Sound good?
Sounds great.
Perfect. And let us know if you don't invite Sam within a day, let us know. And then I will flag Michelle. And then Michelle will talk to him.
James, this was, I think it was 2010. I was in the audience and Sam was presenting. And after the meeting, because I had questions, and after the meeting, he pulled me to the side and he started talking to me, and he goes, I can see that you're a winner. I mean, I don't know what he was
Let's go.
seeing, and they were really within I think it was about 3 weeks, they were to have their convention in
Mhm.
Vegas. And he told me, he says, I want you to go. He said, I can look. He said, I don't know. He said, I can tell you can get there. But if you go and you get nothing out of that convention, he said, I will give you all of your money back for everything. And
100%.
yeah, so I was listening to Michelle there, and I did get to be Emerald in that company.
Let's
Um,
go.
yeah,
Let's go.
I
Yes. Which,
still,
by the
I
way,
still get, I still get their
yeah,
products. Yeah,
it's great. Great
yeah.
products. Which, by the way, good place to put in. If you are not yet going to Destin and you can make it February 6th to 7th, I give the same challenge. Go. And
Yes.
if you come up to us and you're like, this sucked, I wasted my time, energy, money, we will refund you personally out of our pockets. But the best thing you can do is invest in yourself and go to an event, feel the fire, to get around people and everything, you know. Secondly, whether you're going to Destin in person or not, remember there is a Millionaire Vision boot camp. It's a 2-day boot camp over Zoom that now just got opened up there. February 4th to 5th. It's in our featured section in the Warrior Room Facebook group. Todd and Brent are co-hosting that. You want to make that for sure. You get the replays too. So going to be huge. Okay. Mama Sandy, we'll check back in with you. Keep me up. If you can keep me up there within a day, I would love to know. All right. Sound good?
Okay. Sounds good.
Perfect. Okay. Last hand, Katie, and then we'll conclude.
Well, I got part B to my
Okay. Let's go.
so I thought I'd let everybody know. She said no, but that's okay because now I
Great.
have the answer. And like you said, James, somebody who's open at least is going to answer you. And she said she had too many coals in the fire and she can't take anything on. But thanks for thinking of me.
Great.
And I just said, thanks so much for supporting my post. And I also told her she was awesome. And she came back and said, you're awesome too. So
There we go.
basically the doors are still open and ask people, guys. You'll never know until you ask.
So what
Yeah.
you're saying is you didn't get blocked, she didn't call you a scammer, and you're still a friend.
Yeah, I'm glad I asked. I'd never know unless I asked. And we're still friends. She supports me,
Yes.
So, yeah.
Absolutely. I think one of the
It's
greatest
a
compliments
not now.
ever is to be considered to be, one of the greatest compliments is for somebody to genuinely consider you for an opportunity. When
Mhm.
someone invites me with sincerity, I take that with honor. For now, I say no with any other business, but I honor someone for reaching out to me because it means a lot to me that they considered. Now when someone copy paste messaging me and they're looking at me as a number, I can feel that. I'm like, I don't like that. But this was obviously sincere. That's why Katie responded that way. And friends help friends. Okay. All right. Fantastic. So perfect. Throw in the chat, was there any other successes or movement that happened in your business as you were talking here? Any new invitations sent out? Anyone say yes? Anyone say no? Like collecting decisions is fantastic. And I hope that you got more courageous, refined in your invitation skill. You're learning action. And I just love all this repetition is just getting better and better and better. Okay. So tomorrow we have our last IPA call of the week. It's going to be fantastic. I love Allison, if you don't mind, if you're available tomorrow, I'd love for you to give us some secrets on what you're doing to enroll 9 people. I want to know that, so like we all got to get these free stuff, follow up, Paula, 48-hour rule, follow up within 48 hours, not the same day, but next day or the following day, check back in with them. Yeah. Otherwise they forget and the fire's not there anymore. Good question. And we'll talk more about follow-up tomorrow as well too. So tomorrow morning, we have our last IPA call of the week. And then we have our all hands on deck call where we're going to be collaborating with Coach Brent Palmer. He just made the announcement and the shout out. Did any of you guys see that video with Coach? Super cool. Guys, we are so excited. Like I can't believe we have the opportunity to collaborate with Coach. He brings a wealth of knowledge that I can't wait to learn from ourselves. So That call's tomorrow, 4 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Eastern. You want to pack that with your teammates. You want to promote that. We're going to talk all about what the Millionaire Mentorship is in the next iteration of it. It's what is helping someone like Eric go from where he was to getting 17 yeses in just a day. Like, wow, that's amazing, you know? So we'll see that tomorrow. It's going to be a lot of fun. But other than that, hey guys, leaning into the discomfort, you get uncomfortable, you get comfortable. So you get comfortable with the uncomfortable, and then eventually that becomes comfortable, right? So keep it up. Michelle, I can't wait to see your top money earners on your team. Sandy, I can't wait to see that as well too, Mama Sandy, and everyone else. Let's handle this. If you need anything else, let us know. Have a great one. Talk soon. Bye, guys.
Bye.
James.
Hi,
Thank
James.
you.
Bye-bye.
All right.
Thank
Thank you so
Bye.
much.
Thank you
Good evening,
so much.
guys.
Bye. Thank you,
Everybody have a
everybody.
blessed evening.